Add in your new Shakira music for Zootopia. Okay, I can't. Zootopia 2, the newest Disney animated film that blends The Wire but with furries, is directed by Jared Bush and Byron Howard, who also helmed the first Zootopia back in 2016. Original voice cast Jennifer Goodwin and Jason Bateman reprised their roles as Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde, respectively, a Bunny Fox duo, as they team up to uncover yet another mystery of the big all-encompassing city Zootopia, unearthing its secrets, a lot of conspiracy stuff going on, while also working on, with their own issues with their dynamic and partnership. Now, this time the mystery involves shedded skin of reptiles and the noticeable absence of scaled creatures, the cold-blooded kind in this world. This is the movie that deserves a sequel moniker, expanding upon the world building of the first film and opens up new possibilities and viewpoints. The first film deals with carnivore-herbivore discrimination and the dynamic. Now this one deals with lizards and snakes. The point animal being Gary the snake, played by Kei Hui Kwan, aka Short Round. Really great work he did there, with being the slithery kind of guy, but also nice and everything. And being, victims of what's going on here and there of a worldwide trade secret. The new cast brings a lot more at stake, given that it's the first time a cold-blooded creature has set foot in the prestigious animal kingdom. Apart from the aforementioned Bunny Fox duo, who have team dynamic and trust issues all out on display and resolved admirably at the show's end, thanks to the performances of their respective actors, we also have animal puns galore, high-speed chases and animal sequences, and action sequences from what you would expect from cop show made by Disney. Good old acting all around, really good expressiveness. I do like the fact that, Judy Hopps is a bit more of a jerk this time because she's more assertive and wants things her ways without questioning her partner, whereas, I guess, Jason Bateman's character, Nick, I won't say he's passive, he's trying to do things a little bit more subtle and a lot more crime-like but sneaky, but at the same time, doesn't jive with how Judy Hopps handles things, so yeah. The whole differences clash. They don't address it until later in the middle, where it reaches a boiling point. Also involving an heirloom that was passed down in the first movie, an heirloom that signified their friendship in the first movie, also being put to question and tested. Yeah, good stuff. I mean, if anything, they found something new to tackle and, make it interesting. You think it's going to be the same rehashed plot line as the first movie, but no. This one, they're friends, they're together, but still they have a lot of things to hash out. Like any partnership, basically. Andy Samberg and David Stratton did great work playing Bobbert and Milton Lingsley. Those are because lynxes, we don't see lynxes that often in the show, so it's good to actually show them as the main characters circulating in this storyline. And Patrick Warburton nails it as always in comedy roles. This time as the horse mayor wind dancer. Really like the way that he's portraying himself as an action hero, becoming a governor, and then doing what's right, and also being very flamboyant and everything. Having people take photos of him doing the horse thing, and again, horse puns being put inside. Loving the energy that Patrick Warburton brings, but he's always been great in animated shows, so this is really no different. So if anything, everyone in Zootopia 2 is pulling up the stops. We also get nice cameos: Danny Trejo as a lizard, and WWE top dogs Big Dog Roman Reigns, and CM Punk as the two Zebros, and also The Rock as a very cute, funny cameo which you're gonna miss. Past Zootopia gag characters like Finnick and Flash do pop up, but they don't wear out their welcome. They're not used too many times, once and it's a callback to the first movie, so works out really well. I think the only character I don't really like is probably the Beaver. Granted, she is integral to part of the show, and she does have a good moments here and there. Maybe I just don't like the characters way of talking, but again, there's a lot of work put into this, so it made me get through that, that stereotype of a character, that archetype, the annoying sidekick style character. So the Beaver, Nibbles Maplestick, is played by Fortune Feimster. Maybe I'm just not a fan of how she or he or they are portrayed in the show. Maybe because I'm not a fan of the sidekick character who just comes in. but they are made integral to the plot, and there's a bit where the beaver actually listens to Judy Hopps at one point and becomes like a therapist of sorts. So that does help. I mean, I prefer the non-comedic, non-forced comedic bits of Zootopia 2 more than... I don't like them as much. They're my least favorite bits when, if you feel that they're forced into it. And I do feel the beaver character is meant to sell toys, and some of the humor is forced. But for the most parts, that character is important in, getting the duo to go to the reptile land because of the conspiracies and shit. I mean, the beaver character does have a own podcast, and it's a conspiracy podcast, so... Yep, people do make fun of that shit, so yeah, it's good that I actually addressed that. Yeah. So, again, it's a kid's film. You're gonna have these kind of characters. So, it's not my favorite archetype, but you gotta have them in anyway. And at the very least, it's not the worst I've seen, so... Didn't actually make me walk out of the cinema, thank God. No, it's not that way, yeah. But the good of this show outweighs the bad. Again, the nitpicks I have of this show are very, very minor. Also nice to see a new Shakira song, although not really my thing, but hey, they keep that consistent. And do make sure to stay further on in the credits. I just keep watching everything for a nice surprise and a nice little development of the show, which I'll probably talk about another time, maybe. Zootopia 2 is a worthy follow-up to the fun and groundbreaking first film, adding a bit more world building and layers to its already rich animated ecosystem. Voice work really awesome and stellar. I like the dynamics between Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde again. Yeah, that works out really well. Tackling the same but different kind of aspects and everything new that comes in. It's all really well done. Yeah, really like the humor that just comes in breakneck pacing and just goes on really good. Doesn't let up. It's even some of the forced humor. It's fine. It's again for children. Don't forget. It's something I can tolerate, and then. Not many stinkers, that's for sure. So it's a lot of energy, a lot of new things they introduced in this particular set of the Disney universe. And really good stuff there, right there, from the two directors. And the animation work, of course, is very phenomenal. Really like the way everything moves, animal puns, and the way the snake moves. Oh, geez, the animation. This one is unparalleled stuff, so you cannot fault Disney for sleeping on animation. Really, really great 3D work right there. My final score for this is 90 out of 100. Really good stuff. Can't wait to see it again. It's coming out this week on the Thursday, on the 27th of November. Yeah. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.